Hey everyone, it's Molly the Kush RN, Minnesota's Cannabis Correspondent and host of Conversations with Kush podcast. We are broadcasting live today from Legacy Cup 6 at Surly Field. I'm sitting down with this incredible woman, Maggie Dale from Midwest Famous. She's going to tell us about who she is and all about Midwest Famous. So take it away, Maggie.
Hi.
How'd you come to cannabis?
Yes, thank you for having me. I love that you're doing a live podcast. No pressure.
Yeah, no.
Hope we don't say we don't say anything bad.
Curse away. We'll just edit it out.
Can I give any F-bombs? Is that okay?
All the F-bombs.
Okay, perfect. Hi, my name's Maggie. I am the founder, owner, BITCH, in charge of Midwest Famous. And my quick elevator pitch for Midwest Famous, I created Midwest Famous because I'm a bartender that spent my entire life in hospitality, and I created Midwest Famous because I wanted to create cocktails that I love to drink that are inspired by my favorite cocktails. And being a bartender, I'm obsessed with flavor, so I think if you know anything about me, you know that I'm flavor obsessed, and I have two rules: be full of flavor and don't be boring. So and I think that's what we try to convey in our brand, just something really joyful that's inspired by Minnesota places, nostalgia, and then, cannabis is escapism. So it's, where do you want to be when you're drinking this beverage? Yeah. Are you at the beach? Is it the middle of winter and it's snowing? You can still transport yourself with a little spicy ranch water.
Did having the background as a bartender inspire you to get into cannabis? Were you already a cannabis user?
Yeah.
Or how did that journey go?
I would say my business partner Barrett one day kind of called me, and he knew that I really wanted to, have my own business and go into the, the RTD cocktail kind of side of the business. And he calls me one day and he's like, cannabis is the future. Cannabis drinks are the future. And
he wasn't lying.
I didn't really get it right away because I think as a bartender, we're so focused on the alcohol industry, and we're almost that is what we know is just the traditional alcohol industry.
Sure.
So to kind of answer your question, I was a cannabis user. I would say an edibles user, being that I'm a singer. I really liked edibles, and the beverages were kind of a no-brainer for me.
Sure.
So I think going back a little bit to being a bartender, we've really seen the last I think back in the day, when I was bartending in New York City, we would laugh at people when they ordered a non-alcoholic drink. And I know that's terrible. That's such a stupid stigma to be oh, you're not drinking, or you're not ugh. And you didn't see non-alcoholic drinks on menus. You didn't really see that. And I think the industry's really shifted in the last 5+ years now, where if you don't have a NA beverage on your menu, that's crazy. You should have non-alcoholic options. So full circle, I really saw an opportunity for people who, are California sober and still consume cannabis. Yeah. And also our NA. I really think that this is the future of functional beverage and cannabis beverages as well.
Yeah. Well, and what a great place to do it. I mean, Minnesota has the best cannabis beverage market in the whole nation. You can get a cannabis beverage pretty much anywhere you go. You do not have to access it from a dispensary like you do in other places. So, I mean, the time is now, and God bless the people who wrote the law and made cannabis so accessible to people, because I think it's really they call it this gateway drug. Well, it is. It's an entryway. It is what it is. And it's to wellness. It's not, to something toxic like alcohol that's going to kill every organ in your body eventually. You know? So,
and I've seen it on a personal journey, on a personal note, I've seen a lot of my friends who are bartenders who don't drink anymore, or who have been in the industry, or who've just friends in general who don't drink alcohol anymore, and they've loved the cannabis beverages because they're I'm still social, I'm still hanging out with my friends. Right. In Minnesota, you can go pretty much anywhere. Yeah. Not everywhere else yet, but we're getting there.
We'll get there.
But I think I think that's a perfect opportunity for people who also don't to give them, like, we have this, like, saying, like, everyone deserves a seat at the table in hospitality.
Yeah.
And I do believe that, like, you're alienating people that, like, maybe don't drink or who are, like, or even if they do drink and they're just taking a break.
Yeah.
I think that, like, they have this term called zebra striping.
Oh, what does that mean?
So it's, like, alternating between,
Okay.
like, NA and, like,
Okay, awesome.
different style of beverages. And I would kind of consider myself, like, a zebra striper because I am still in that industry, but I like to, like, combine it with both. And
Sure,
there's times
sure.
where I'm not drinking and I just, you know, consume cannabis, and there's times that I, like, one day I'll do this, one day I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of fun.
So, Midwest Famous,
Yes.
tell me about your products.
Yes.
You have several drinks. And you have a new one.
I have a new one coming out soon.
Shout out to the Paloma. My favorite. I love grapefruit.
Yes,
So, like, a
that one's
Paloma
gonna be-
is amazing to me.
That one's really going to be really fun. She's called Yippee Hi-Yay.
Okay, I love that.
And she's a cowgirl. She's having a good time.
Hell yeah.
But she's dehydrated because she's in, you know.
Yeah, she's in the dust. She's in the desert.
She's in the desert. She's in the cornfields.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
she's dehydrated. So
Yeah.
that one has coconut water, electrolytes, sea salt.
Okay.
And then we're adding some more functional amino acids like
Beautiful.
L-tyrosine and rhodiola.
Okay.
So that'll be kind of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other drinks, are they as intentional as the Paloma then?
They are not. Well,
Okay, well-
they're more fun.
Okay.
I would say these are like your fun.
Okay.
I'm on a boat.
Okay, sweet.
I like to say, like, I'm
yacht
on the boat.
rock. There's yacht rock playing in the background.
Yes. Or like Jimmy Buffett.
There you go.
Maybe some Brooks and Dunn. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So what other flavors do you
so
have?
the first flavor is called Spritz Don't Kill My Vibe.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Yes.
And this is an Italian-inspired THC spritz with blood orange, passion fruit. I like to say it drinks like if you've ever had like an Italian, I won't use the brand name, spritz, an
Yeah.
Aperol spritz.
Yeah.
Or like a mimosa at brunch. I always say people, it's just like a little bit like more of a passion fruit mimosa almost.
Something light and refreshing.
Refreshing.
Yeah, that
Yep.
maybe like that brunch crowd could really
Yeah.
glom onto.
Yeah, absolutely. And
nice.
if you want it to be like a little more sessionable, I tell people I'm like, the best part of beverages is share it with a friend, put it
Yeah.
over ice.
Nice.
As someone who loves cocktails, I'm like,
Yeah.
make it a moment.
Yeah, nice. I love
Yeah.
this. Okay.
And then the
what
second
else?
one is a spicy ranch water. So it's kind of like I say if a margarita and ranch water had a baby. Ranch water, for those of you who don't know, the ranchers literally drink it with Topo Chico, lime, and tequila traditionally.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like this is like our version, which is spicy with, we actually added tahini, cilantro,
Yum.
jalapeno. So it does have a kick, and we put not Midwest spicy on the label because
Nice.
it's kind of like Midwesterners thinks like ketchup is spicy.
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of the joke there.
Mayonnaise.
And it's funny because you'll see some people, they're like, this is not spicy at all. Like, and then someone will come by and they'll just be like, oh, this is too spicy. Like, I can't, it's polarizing.
Well,
So-
I love spicy,
Yeah.
and I'm Italian, so like this one, when you sent this to me, I was like, "That's it right there." Yeah, I
So
love
fun.
this one. And then tell me about your gummy.
Yeah, and then our gummies, we have 3 different flavors of gummies. We have a sleep midnight gummy with passion fruit. That is CBN
Awesome.
and CBD for sleep. And then we also have these gummies, just again, like going back to like the flavor profile, we have a blood orange to match the blood orange, and then we have a sour black cherry gummy. And our designer, maybe I could grab these other ones, but you'll see that they're kind of inspired by Minnesota places. Like this is
Oh,
like
nice.
the spoon and cherry, but
Yeah,
instead
at
of
the
the
MIA.
spoon, it's the fork.
Yeah, nice. I love that.
A little gummy, which I think is like kind of a fun representation of Minnesota right now with
For
everything
sure.
happening.
Tell me what has been like the biggest challenge about being a women-owned brand in Minnesota. Like we're telling it all today, guys.
Ooh, that's
So,
good.
Yeah,
Um,
and we're supporting women.
I will say, like, number one, I was just gonna say that, like, I think there's so many badass women in the industry, including yourself.
Thank you.
Leading the way. But I do think, like, this is something I've dealt with as a bartender my entire life. Like, it is a boys' club, and even the business world that, like, I'm dealing with, like, a lot of investors and money, I do feel like that's also very male dominated. So I think sometimes we have to fight a little harder, or just to get like the respect or recognized. But I always say, like, my sort of motto with all of these brands, I think, like you said, Minnesota is such a supportive market, and I love all these Minnesota brands. Like, I don't want to talk shit on them. I want them to succeed, so we all like can succeed as the category.
Right.
So I always say, like, don't compete, just create like what you love and what you want to see in the world. And I think that that's like what we can do as women in the industry, as long as we're just like passionate about what we're doing and we're creating what we love.
Well, and if you have a good product, people are going to gravitate towards it. And if you have good ethics, people are going to gravitate towards that. People want to enjoy beverages or products with the ethics and the ethos that align with them, right? They're not going to support someone that's like, I don't know, a bad guy. Maybe they will. Maybe there's a villain product out there for people.
Think, like, what I like to say as well is, like, we make products for everyone, 20, 21, up, of course. I think it's one of those things where it's like, we want to be inclusive, we want to support, we're very passionate. My business partner is a beautiful gay man, so we're passionate about the LGBTQ community. We're passionate about all types of people, and I think the cannabis community is so welcoming to all people. You'll see it today. There's like, you got the young ones, you got the old ones. They're all like partying together, and I always think it's so funny when, like, Zach, our sales director in Minnesota, the other day, he told me that there was an 85-year-old woman at one of these events that, like, purchased our gummies, and, like, she was just so excited. And I think it was, like, a little further away from this Twin Cities, so she maybe also didn't get, like, access to it all the time. And I think that that's what's really funny about this industry is, like, all of the different people commingling. It's really cute.
Shout out to Zach, your sales guy from Minnesota. I love him. He's such good energy. Every time I meet him and interact with him in the community, he's amazing.
The first time I met him, I was at an event before he started working for us, and people would walk by his table and be like, do you want to try this? Do you want to try this? And they'd be like, no, I'm good, or whatever. He's like, well, do you want a high five?
Exactly.
And he's like, I'll give you a high five. So I just, like, after I saw him do that, I was like, oh, he is Midwest famous. He embodies like the qualities of just being shamefully like yourself. Our motto is like, on the back of all of our cans, you'll see shamelessly weird, famously wonderful. So I think that's how I want to live my life, is just having a great time. And like you said, the wonderful speaks for itself.
And cannabis brings us together. It brings us together as a community. Give me like a personal, like, how has cannabis like personally impacted you?
I think I touched on it a little earlier. I think for me, I'll be completely honest with you, I think the last year of my life has probably been one of the most stressful.
Sure. I can imagine.
Starting a business is not for like the weak.
No, it is not.
So it really tests every little patience. So I would say, like, my saving grace, a beverage at the end of the night, an edible, a little CBD, for stress, sleep. I think, like, that's been really beneficial to my own just like wellness. And then I would also say, like, what we touched on a little bit earlier, like the abstaining from drinking. I think, like, so many people in my life personally have been able to stay sober because they are California sober and enjoy the beverages. And that's kind of a journey for me as well. I would like to kind of like, you know, like abstain more from that. And as I like, you know, it's hard because it is part of what I do in my profession. But that being said, I think, like, from a wellness perspective, I know that these are far better for me in the long run. And, like, not to talk shit on alcohol, but we all know it's bad for us.
Right. What are you looking forward to the most at the festival?
Ooh, okay. So I'm a huge Afro Man fan.
Okay.
So Zach and I have a goal to get like a can in Afro Man's hand.
Nice.
Ganja Fairy might have to like help us out.
I see you've already been kissed by the Ganja Fairy today.
I got kissed by her last.
I love that woman. Yes.
She's the best.
She is the best.
So I'm looking forward to Afro Man because I feel like I could probably
He seems like the
scream
most
most of those
approachable.
lyrics.
Yeah, right? He seems really approachable, too. All you got to do is, like, take off your top and, like, sign your tits. Every picture I see him in, I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
is that a vibe for him?
I think so.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
It is noted.
Okay, cool. I love that. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a nice day. Also, there's a lot to celebrate with like Minnesota and just the community. So it's always
Adult
like a fun
rec,
day of celebration.
First year of being able to consume adult recreational.
Yeah, it's huge.
Did you guys enter in the competition at all?
We didn't this year.
Okay.
We're gonna go. We'll do it again next year.
Okay.
Just kind of. There's been a lot going on, so didn't get to do it this year.
For sure. Yeah, next time for sure. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Tell my audience where they can find you, Maggie.
You can find us on Instagram at Midwest Famous. My Instagram is at Magsta. You'll find me if you want to find me.
And
if you
it's just Midwest Famous.
MidwestFamous.com is our website for, if you want to order product. You can find us
What
in
about
a lot
the
of
community?
stores throughout Minnesota, obviously.
Are you in like Total Wines and stuff like that?
We're not in Total Wine yet, but
Total Wine.
we're
Pick it up here.
We're like in the little, we're supporting the little guys.
Okay, that's cool.
You can find us at my favorite liquor store in the Twin Cities, Surdix.
Okay,
one of my faves.
Yeah. Big ups to them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maggie, for your time.
Thank you so much.
It was
so
really nice to finally meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, we've like communicated a few times over the internet. And
you're the best. Thank you for bringing your light and love to this.
Thank you. Thank you for being so open to like coming on the show and like sending me product and
yes, anytime.
It's been an amazing experience finally meeting you, and I'm glad that we got to connect energies.
Yes. I feel like we should like fist bump or something.
We'll do this. We'll do
Connect the energy.
There we go. Yeah. We got it. That's it for Maggie Dale and Midwest Famous. This is Conversations with Kush podcast. We are broadcasting live today from Legacy Cup 6. Come check us out. There's plenty to see and do at the festival. There's an incredible music lineup. There is sampling tent. There's adult rec space where you can purchase things for sale. There's all kinds of vendors and education to be seen. So come on out here, guys. We're here till 8. Have a great day. Peace.